Fear of failing, fear of losing money, fear of getting started, fear of disappointing people, fear of being broke, fear of being the only one, fear of being rejected, fear of making sales, fear of not being successful. When I ask my audience, when it comes to making more money with your courses, with your products, your services, your coaching programs, what is the number one thing standing in your way? A lot of times the word fear shows up somewhere in that answer. In this video, what I want to do is I want to share with you how to navigate the fear so that you can finally start seeing success, real success, success that you can touch, tangible success in your business and your life. Many people let fear guide their decisions because they tie their self-worth, their value to winning instead of the process of trying or the process of putting in the effort. What will happen if I don't get sales? What will happen if I put this product out, this course, and it flops? What will happen if I book a client and they hate my coaching style? If you only base your self-worth, your value off of other people's opinions or how much you win, then you're only going to try the things that you have a good chance of winning at, or you're only going to try the things that someone will praise you for, reward you for, which leaves you in a constant state of playing small, staying in your comfort zone, which keeps you stuck, which keeps you paralyzed. But you can learn to detach yourself from the outcome. And if you can learn to detach yourself from the outcome, from the end result, you are able to open yourself up to trying more things, to being more open to taking risk, to being more available to putting in effort, because you're no longer fearful of the outcome. As entrepreneurs, we are going to fail. We all fail. There's no entrepreneur on earth that went out there, tried something, and 100% of the time they won or saw success or saw positive results. In fact, you are going to fail at most things. You're going to fail at marketing. You're going to fail at launching a business. You're going to fail at putting out or packaging a product. You're going to fail at sending emails. You're going to fail at creating videos. But you will end up accomplishing more things than you ever thought was possible because you put in the effort, even when you are afraid, even when you are fearful, even when you don't know what you don't know and you don't know what you're doing. So many times I'll get a call or get on a call with a student and they will say, I'm scared, Andrea, I'm scared that, all this money, all this time, all this effort that I'm putting into building my business, to making this dream of mine come true, it's not going to pay off. I get it. 100%. I get it. Who wants to try something only to have it fail? Nobody in life. But what I tell each one of my students is that failure it happens, and you either have one or two choices, right? Number one, you let it consume you and take over your every decision. Or number two, you use it as the fuel that's going to guide you, guide your efforts, guide your passion into creating a positive result, or any result at all, because any result is better than no result, right? You have to be willing to try new things, experiment, take risks, get out of your safe space. You have to be willing to test out new things, because if you do not do these things as a business owner, you'll never get comfortable doing the things that work because you won't know what works. You get that? I think that we've been conditioned so much to see failing as bad. So when we fail, you suck when you fail. You're a bad person when you fail. You don't know what you're doing when you fail. And people ridicule when they see other people failing. They judge when they see other people failing. They cancel people when they see other people failing. And when you fail, you look silly, you look stupid, or at least you think you will. And we've put such a negative stigma or connotation on failure that instead of feeling the pain of, oh, I failed, that doesn't feel good, we avoid it altogether. And it becomes something that we learn to avoid. But here's the thing. The people who have won the most, the people who have had the most success in business, in life, in whatever it is that they're doing, parenting, relationships, they failed the most. Steph Curry, one of my favorite athletes of like all time on this planet, has missed more shots than he's made. But he holds the all-time three-point record. But do you know how many shots he had to miss to become the all-time best, to be called one of the best shooters ever in the history of the NBA? A ton. Serena Williams, the best female athlete, probably athlete period, okay, debatably, has 23 majors in tennis. But do you know how many times, how many matches that she's lost to get to where she is today, to be called the GOAT? Okay, Jeff Bezos of Amazon has tried 1,000,001 things, and most of them don't work. Yet and still, he's one of the richest people on the planet. The only person that I know that has tried something and always wins is Beyonce. I don't know. Beyonce just has that magic. But seriously, people don't see your losses. They don't see the messy stuff. They don't see the behind the scenes stuff. They don't see all the failures. But how do you get wins under your belt? You win by being willing to go through the losses. You win by being willing to fail, to miss shots, to lose tennis matches, to put out products that don't work, that people don't want or buy. Do you understand? That's how you get to the wins. Most people try something one time. They try it once. They lose and they never try it again. And they end up settling for this mediocre, less than average life because they let fear get in their way. They let fear limit their effort. They let fear limit their ability to even try. When you try something for the first time, you should suck at it. When I started my business, I sucked. And it seemed that no matter what I did, no matter what course that I bought, no matter what strategy I tried, I just couldn't get it right. But my desire to succeed was stronger than my fear and my fear of failing. So I kept going, I kept doing, I kept trying, I kept putting in the effort, I kept investing, I kept learning, I kept testing, I kept experimenting, I kept seeking mentorship. If you study successful people, you will see that there is a long list of losses. There is a long history of failure. But why do they ultimately succeed where others don't? Because they take those losses, they learn from those losses, and they use what they learn from those losses to create a better outcome, a better result the next time around. And when they find the things or the thing that works, they double down on it. They put all of their focus and their energy and their resources and their time into that one thing. That's the only difference. So how do we get over the fears that keep us stuck? Number one, expect to suck. When you expect to suck, when you expect to fail, when you expect to not get it right the first time around, you let go of the pressure, the burden of winning. It is bananas to me to know that people expect to be great the first time around. The first course you make is going to suck. The first video you do is going to suck. The first blog post you write is going to suck. The first sales call you make is going to suck. The first coaching session that you have is going to suck. Do you get my point? Because you are doing something that you've never done before. And it's not because those things or the way that you're doing it doesn't work. It's because you don't know what you don't know, and you don't have the experience or have given yourself enough time to develop the right skill sets. That's it. The first 100 plus videos that I created on this YouTube channel were horrible, but I kept doing them. So expect to fail. Expect to have 0 results the first time around when you try something, and be okay with that. Success is about the process, the path, the journey. And if you focus on the process, over time, you will continue to get better. And then you'll look up and you'll forget that you ever sucked because now success comes easy. You're comfortable. You know what to do to get the results and the outcomes that you desire. Secondly, you want to watch the words that you speak. Thoughts become things. So if you are constantly using language that includes words like I'm afraid, I'm scared, it's hard, oh, it's so difficult. I don't know if I can do that. Check yourself. These are words that sow fear and doubt into your mind. Stop saying them. Being afraid is not an acceptable reason. It's not an excuse for you not to do something. Why are you not going to build your business? Because it's hard? Because it's scary? Because I might fail? Because people may laugh at me? Because I may get rejected? Because I may not get it right? Because I may not make money? No, you do hard, you do scary, you invite failure, and you do it because if you only do the things that are easy, that are simple, that make you feel good and fuzzy inside, and if you only do the things that keep you safe, that have low risk or no risk, that keep you inside your comfort zone, then you're never going to grow. You'll never get to the next level. You'll never get to the next level. You will never have that dream life. You will never have that dream car, that dream house, those dream goals, whatever it is that you're dreaming of, that you want for your life, that's going to make you happy. You're not going to have those things because you're going to be too scared and too afraid to even try. So every time those words creep into your vocabulary, creep into your headspace, use them as a trigger to know that this is the thing that I must do, that I have to do, because it's the thing that scares me the most. Next, you need to celebrate the effort. Regardless of the results, applaud the fact that you tried. I gave it 100%. What more can I ask for? What have you done? What will you do today? What will you do tomorrow, next week, next month that will make you super proud of yourself, even if the results are less than stellar, even if the results are not what you expected? Do it afraid, do it scared, because day 1, you're going to try it, you're going to fail. Day 2, you're going to try it, you're going to fail. Day 7, you're going to try it, you're going to fail. Day 30, you're going to try it, and oh, look at here. I'm getting somewhere, getting some results. Day 45, you get up, you try it, and again, better results than on day 30, and day 7, and day 1. Then day 60 rolls around, and I'm winning. I cracked the code. You can't get to day 60 if you don't go through day 1, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, day 30. Okay. Lastly, you have to feel the fear and be willing to do it anyways. If you spend all your time avoiding failure, not allowing yourself to be scared, not allowing yourself to sit in that fear, then you will never take on big projects. You will never put yourself in the position to do great things, to do big things. And you will always live below your potential. Always. It's not about being fearless. Okay, nobody wants you to be fearless. It's about embracing that fear, acknowledging that fear, and accepting that everything that I want is on the other side of that fear. And even though I'm anxious, I'm nervous, I'm freaking out inside, I am going to go out there and I'm going to do my very best. And the results are going to be the results. And it is what it is. But I will get results because I tried. And I'll give myself the opportunity to at least build on what I want instead of having nothing to stand on at all. So how do we step into the fear instead of letting it overtake us? You want to connect with your why. Why do you want to start your business? Why do you want to launch this course? Why do you want to coach people? Why do you want to change the world, impact the world? What is your mission? What are you here to do? What is your purpose? What is your plan? What is the big thing that you want to do, but you keep telling yourself, or that voice in the back of your head keeps telling you that, oh, I'm afraid to do this. It might be too much for me. Number 2, what is the next step that you are afraid to take? If you want to have a dream life, if you want to have that big ass bank account, if you want to go on to impact hundreds of thousands, millions, then you are going to have to do things you have never, ever, ever done before or ever thought that you were capable of doing. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And you are not going to get to where you need to be fast enough doing the same things that you were doing yesterday, the day before, last week, last year. Lastly, commit to taking action. This is probably going to be the most important of them all. Commit, commit, commit. Commit to doing the hard work. Commit to doing the difficult. Commit to doing the scary. Got a new idea? Do it. Want to change the world? Good. Go ahead and do that. Want to grow your bank account? Good. Commit to it. Focus on it. Do what's necessary to make it happen. Commit. You are no longer allowed to come up with an idea, be afraid, be scared, be fearful, and then not do it. That is not an option for you anymore. And you must remind yourself every single day that this is not a valid excuse for not doing the things that I need to do to move forward in accomplishing the things that in my heart I want to accomplish. There are too many of you who don't believe in yourself enough and your Beyonce-like talent. Today is the day that changes. Come up with your big why, figure out what your next best steps are, and then commit to doing it. And then you're going to rinse and repeat. Once you've completed the first step, come up with the next step. What do I need to do next to continue with this momentum and to keep progressing? You're going to commit to it, you're going to do it, you're going to complete it, and you're going to rinse and repeat. So if you're struggling to work through your fears, and we all have them, very valid. We're not dismissing fear. What we're doing is we're embracing it in a way that's going to allow us to fuel our passion and move us forward. So if you're struggling to work through your fears, what I am inviting you to do is just come hang out. Come immerse yourself with a community of ambitious women who are growing businesses, who are launching courses, who are making a huge impact. And they're doing it afraid. They're doing it without knowing what the first or next steps are. They're doing it being nervous and anxious and doubtful, and they're doing it even though they don't feel 100% ready, but they're doing it. So while I insist that you do it afraid, you don't have to do it alone. And I'd love for you to come and join us inside of the Womenpreneur community on Facebook. The link is going to be somewhere below the description in this video. If you are already in the community, I invite you to seek answers to your questions. If you're stuck, don't be afraid to raise your hand and say, can you help me with? And you have a community of women who will be right there to lift you up, to help you work through those fears and help you figure out what your next steps need to be, wherever you are. So if you're new to this channel, I talk about all things money, mindset, marketing to grow your customers and how to make money online and how to do that passively. Be sure to like this video. If you like this video, make sure to share this video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on all of the tips that I share in the future. Good stuff is coming. Okay, super high value, and I'll be posting videos 2 to 3 times a week so you can get your fill. All right, so this is Andrea. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.